He banned the thermostat. I obeyed, spectacularly. A few years back, my parents asked me to watch their place while they jetted off to Miami for a week. My stepdad, Dale, is easygoing about most stuff, but he has pockets of obsession. The thermostat is one of those pockets. They'd been sniping about it for months because my Nana Ruth was staying with them and wanted it at, like, 78 degrees. My mom liked 68 degrees, and Dale swore 72 degrees was the Goldilocks setting. Thermostat politics. Whole mini Cold War. They're loading the SUV, and Dale pulls me aside like he's about to hand me nuclear codes. Do not touch the thermostat. I've got it programmed exactly how it needs to be. I go, okay, but what if it gets too hot or too cold? He doesn't blink. Don't touch it. It's fine. Mom nods like this is perfectly normal. Message received. Hands off the magic box. They live in North Carolina, so late October still runs warm. A sea was humming every afternoon. I moved into the guest room, fed their tuxedo cat socks, watered their jungle of plants, reclaimed the couch and their absurdly giant TV. 2 days, smooth sailing. Day 3, my weather app throws a little snowflake icon at me. Cold front rolling through. Nothing wild, but the highs were dropping from the 70s to the 40s, and nights were dipping into the 30s. I'm like, okay, the house will be fine. Day 4, I shuffle out of bed and immediately see my breath. Just a puff, but still. The thermostat on the wall says 68 degrees, but it feels like the inside of a freezer aisle. The AC is still chugging away like it's auditioning for a wind tunnel. It's actively trying to cool a cooling house. But Dale said don't touch it, so I don't. Hoodie on, coffee brewed. We play the waiting game. By evening, it's 42 degrees outside, and the house is doing its best impression of a meat locker. Sweatpants, thick socks, throw blanket. I stack another on top. Socks the cat relocates under the couch, which should have been my sign that we'd crossed from chilly into penguin habitat. Day 5, colder. I'm wearing 2 hoodies and have constructed a fully operational blanket fortress. The thermostat reads 56 degrees inside the house, still stubbornly cooling to its sacred 68. I text my buddy Marco a selfie of me peeking out of my quilt burrito. He replies, why don't you just turn on the heat like a normal human? I send back, can't. Strict orders. I raid the linen closet like I'm looting a textile museum. 2 heavy blankets and a rogue comforter that could double as a parachute. I engineer a nest on the couch. Pillows, perimeter, blanket roof, coffee mug, and a central holder made of towels. Honestly, once I dialed it in, it was kind of perfect. Socks eventually oozed out from under the couch and climbed into the warmest part of the pile, which was directly on my ribs. Every time I got up to refill his water, I swear there were tiny ice crystals forming along the bowl's edge. Okay, maybe that's drama, but it was brutal. Day 6. Night temps flirt with 38 degrees. I wake up to a thermostat that says 50 degrees. The AC has finally given up. Can't beat the ambient chill. I make oatmeal because boiling something felt like a spiritual experience. Then I stand in the shower for so long, I'm pretty sure the water heater filed a complaint. I put on every warm item I packed, plus 2 of Dale's flannels I found in the closet that smelled like cedar and lawn clipping. Mom texts, how's everything? Me, great. House is fine. Socks is good. See you tomorrow. Thumbs up emoji. I consider confessing. Then I remember the very solemn, very specific thermostat lecture. I am an obedient soldier. Day 7, noon. Car in the driveway. Doors slam. Suitcases roll. The second Dale opens the front door. His eyes go saucer wide. Mom steps in behind him and gasps, oh my god, it's freezing in here. What happened? Is the heat broken? I'm on the couch inside my fortress wearing 2 hoodies, a beanie, and Dale's flannel like a plaid poncho. I sip my now lukewarm coffee and say, casual as a penguin bartender, no idea. You told me not to touch the thermostat. They look at the wall unit, still flashing 50 degrees. Dale walks over, squints at his perfect program, then turns to me. You didn't think to maybe adjust it when it got cold? I blink. You specifically told me not to touch it. You said it was programmed exactly how it needed to be. Mom folds in half, laughing, like hands on knees, can't breathe laughing. Dale scrubs his face with both hands, flips the switch from cool to heat like he's disarming a bomb, and taps it up to 72. 10 minutes later, the vents cough back to life and warm air spills across the tundra. Socks emerges, blinking, like he's seeing spring for the first time. Dale looks at me and shakes his head. You're ridiculous. I shrug under 17 pounds of blanket law. I'm thorough. You gave clear instructions, and I followed them. By dinner, the house felt normal again. Mom was still giggling.